Hello everyone, so this is going to be a commentated speedrun for Octopath Traveler 2 using Agnea, the dancer character, in a solo challenge run. I'll be commentating as I go along, and also it will be a no reset run because I'm doing this for marathon submissions and such. I'll explain more as we get into it, but for now we can just get started in 3, 2, 1, go! So first the game starts off with us introduced to our path action, which is the way we interact with NPCs, and Agnea's path action is entreat, which is to ask for items. And with that we get some items to progress the story and stuff. And one nice thing about this game is that you can skip cutscenes. Here we'll entreat a soulstone item. Oops. Alright. And just move along with the story. Alright, one nice thing as you can see is that we can skip cutscenes, and that's really nice. Otherwise the game would, the run would take a really long time. I honestly probably wouldn't do the speedrun for this if I couldn't skip the cutscenes. But a very nice quality of life. Alright. So this was a turn-based game from Square Enix that was basically a sequel to the first one, and it just improves on a whole ton of stuff from the original. But this game runs faster, and a lot of people prefer it. So here, this is Agnea's other path action for in the daytime, because there's a day and night system, and it's to allure NPCs, which you can bring them into battle and fight for you and stuff, and then use them to complete quests and things. Alright, and this is all just story stuff. Alright. We also have a fast travel system here, and we can warp back to town from the festival grounds. And there's another NPC here we have to grab. Over here. Alright. Over here we're going to buy a weapon for her, for the first boss coming up. In addition to that, we have to sell a little bit of money because we have to take a boat soon to another area of the game, and we cannot afford to do it if we don't sell at least some of our items. So, alright. So Agnea's storyline is all about her dancing and like performing on stages and stuff. So we're helping with this festival that's happening here, but unfortunately there is some basically like kind of a beast around that we have to go take care of. So right, I went a little bit farther, that's fine. Alright, so now the combat system of this game. Alright. Here you can see that I break the enemy by attacking their weak points. So every enemy has a couple of or multiple weaknesses, like weapon types and elements, and every time you do damage to them, their shields in their corner will go down, and then when it reaches 0, the enemy enters a broken state. You'll see here. See, they enter broken state, and then they take extra damage, but we also get guaranteed fleas and stuff. And you don't really need experience in the early parts of this game against these weak enemies, so... Alright, now the first boss. Alright, I do have to focus here a little bit, but basically we're just going to break them and do a lot of damage with our helper, guest NPC. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Gotta make sure to heal the right person. And then plum. Okay. And then attack with Agnea. Let's see. Alright. Alright, this is a soulstone. It does 6 damage. It's like a grenade in Final Fantasy and other games. Alright, he's gonna summon his underlings, but that's fine. Alright. Now we've finished. This should finish them off. Alright, great. So sorry that I couldn't commentate as much. That fight is scripted, but it is a lot of turns. So basically, we would just keep hitting his weaknesses and then build up our boost points, which I didn't mention, but basically in the top corner of our character, you could see them slowly gaining little dots every single turn. And then when they attack, they can spend those boost points to do extra damage and stuff. And that's the central mechanic of the game, breaking and boosting. So we would just use them efficiently to get through the bosses and enemies and stuff. You can spend a maximum of 3 on an attack. Alright, so and then there's skills and stuff too, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So in Agnea's storyline, we just finished her first chapter. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna try to run from this. Alright, nice. A lot of these early game enemies are really weak, so we don't need the experience and job points. There's job points you can obtain from them too. Alright, we're gonna fast travel to the port we're just in, and that's gonna bring us closer to the pier. And let's see. Alright, you can see in the top right corner I had 31. If I didn't sell the items I sold, then I wouldn't be able to afford this. Alright. And now we can move on. So in a lot of solo, actually in all speedrun categories of this, in all speedrun categories of this game, the main idea is that you would try to explore the map and power up before you do the storyline, because there's like bosses you have to defeat and stuff. I will heal for safety. So we're gonna, in the beginning parts of the game, try to explore and power up Agnea before we go on to do. Alright, that's unfortunate. Before we go on to do more for storyline and stuff. And you can see there I did 2 attacks. That's because I used 1 boost point to boost my dagger to do 2 dagger attacks. Alright. So this area is called the Black Market, and it's kind of notorious because... Oh, okay. I'm gonna sell these and then buy some soul stones. First try is very good. Okay, so that those nuns that appeared, it's a oh, okay. Let's see. I will. That's somewhat lucky. That's a rare encounter. 3,000. Let me think. So that's a rare encounter. It's a 2% rate on land, and if you get one, you can defeat it. But I will be short 1 medium soul stone. I will have to pick one up later to replace it. But it'll give me a lot of levels and job points, which makes the run safer in a way. Also, in the top right corner, when Agnea enters battle, you'll see that there's like a little lit up bar, and that means that her latent power is filled up. Every character in this game has a latent power, which is unique to them, and it's a special effect. And if I use it, I can actually I can use it here. Hers is to do an AoE attack with her skill. So usually this is a single attack, but with that latent power, it's a AoE attack. You can see that there. So it's pretty cool. Each character has a unique one. Unfortunately, Agnea's will not be used a ton, but maybe we'll use it later. We'll see. Alright. Also, walking in this game means you get less encounters, like more steps between an encounter, so that's nice. But otherwise, you mostly want to run, because that's obviously faster for a speedrun. Alright, I did not level up, but that's because I got the rare encounter. Alright, we're gonna enter this, and this game is very generous with its autosaves. Basically, the autosave system for every single map is like, if you get defeated by an enemy or caught by surprise and attacked, you can just reset to the previous load. So. Alright. We're coming up on the sub-job, so there's 12 sub-jobs in this game you can unlock, and this is one of the 12. I'm gonna learn 2 skills and put on a support skill. Alright. And that support skill, evasive maneuvers, reduces the encounter rate by half, so we won't get as many enemies now. Alright, so I just did her nighttime entreat thing that I was doing in chapter 1 to gain an item, which is a quest item. We're going to hand it in for a little bit of money later. Okay, let's see. I think that these guys are weak to lightning. Even though I don't need to defeat these guys, I do like to break them, because if you break them, you get a consistent guaranteed flee. So technically it's a little slow to be breaking with like spells and stuff, but I don't really mind for the consistency. And for a marathon, I would definitely be doing it. Otherwise, you could try to flee and fail, and then it could just take multiple turns, and it's a little annoying. So, all right, let's get this. This is a medium soulstone. Oh, I didn't really talk about these that much, but you have seen me using these. Basically, in this game, there's soulstones that do fixed amount of damage. The medium ones do 1100, and the small ones do 200. And if you recall, when I was fighting the first boss, I tossed a wind one to do an AoE wind attack and defeat his ads, and that's quite nice. Alright, hold on, I have to focus here. Let's see, I need this thing. Okay. And I'm just getting some items for money and stuff, so I think it's here. And let's see what else. One more and then two more here, and I'll get a safety backup grape, even though it shouldn't be necessary for a speedrun. I would get it. In the first map, I entreated a pretty pearl, and this man wants one for his quest, so we get it, and we get a good chunk of money, so that's nice. It's not that slow, so alright, we're gonna take the boat again, and we're just tagging towns, and we'll get warp points from them and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna entreat some more soulstones over here in this house to the left. Oops. Oh, I also got a bonus one. Because of the rare encounter, I'm actually higher level, so actually that replaced the soulstone that I needed to use, which is nice. That's actually really convenient. Okay, alright, this is like a 30% allure. Hopefully I get it soon. 38%. Alright, that's unfortunate. So the path actions have a chance of failure, and if you fail 5 times in a row, you have to reset your reputation, which is in here. Let's see. Am I okay on money? Actually, I got the rare encounter, so I'm okay with that money, but I do need to complete this allure. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. It's 38%, so you should, in theory, get it 1 in 3. Alright, good. A little annoying that I took an extra, but whatever. Alright, over here I'm gonna get an earring, and that's for a skill later. I'll explain when I get to that. And then we're gonna complete a quest here and then move on. Actually, I wonder if my level is actually, it's probably not. It's fine. And I have enough soulstones, so it's all good. Okay. That's my first time getting that rare encounter, like, ever. Even in my practices, I wasn't getting them, so. Anyways, we allured this guy because he's going to complete a quest for us later. And otherwise, we're just going to be trying to get to the next towns and stuff that we want to tag. Alright. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna walk half of the screen to try and skip the encounter. If you run the whole thing, you have decent odds to get the encounter, so. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so next map, you can choose between day and night. So the first battle in most maps is like fixed. We know as speedrunners what it is going to be exactly. And because of that, we can route around it and plan around it. So let's see. and specifically we want these scorpions. If you fought the daytime one, it's like birds and 2 crabs, and that's a little bit worse for experience and job points and stuff. So, oh wait, I'm supposed to actually. I'll wait until I forgot to do something, but I'll do it in a second. Ah, that's unfortunate. So if I had done the thing I was supposed to do, I would actually probably be safe, unfortunately, but I forgot to do it. I'll do it now though. So earlier I got a bracelet, and I was supposed to put that on immediately. It's over here. Wait, this one, also armor, and also heal up. Alright, that should make me way better off against these enemies. So this time if they do that same thing again, where they catch you by surprise and get attacks in, I should actually survive it, so. I realized, too late, but oh well. Alright. And the reason why I don't run in nighttime all the time is because there's a higher encounter chance. So we mostly run in day, but we switch to night for the battle, and you'll see me doing that a lot. So down here is another sub-job, which is the apothecary. Fun fact, the hitbox on that is really weird. You talk to the right side of the table, and the instructor will give you the thing. You don't have to talk to the instructor, so it saves like a few steps. This is a rainbow bottle, and we're going to use that for an invention in a little bit. I'll explain that in a little bit too, with the earrings. Alright. I'm going to walk a little bit of this map too, because I want to avoid the encounter. And that should be enough. Okay. So, there's 12 sub-jobs in the game, and 2 of them require items to unlock skills. One of them is the inventor, because to make the invention you need the items. And that bottle chest I got, the chest I opened was a rainbow bottle, and that's one of the invention items. And it gives you access to a really powerful support skill, which is called, no encounter, that's good. I was supposed to walk that whole entire map, but I ran most of it, and I just got lucky, so that's good. Okay. Complete the quest with this guy now. A little bit of money, which is nice. And then we're gonna come here for another earring for the invention. And then Agnea's storyline, her chapter 2 is in this town. We won't complete it right now, but we'll get started for now. Alright, get the rare cog. This is a money item. And over here is a ticket that she needs to get to the theater that she wants to enter. And then over here is a soul stone. And a healing grape. Alright. And now we've gotten all of the inventor pieces that we need for the invention, so we're gonna go get the inventor class and his support skill. It's called A Step Ahead. Alright, hold on. It's called A Step Ahead, and gives you a free turn at the start of every battle. One of the most important support skills you can possibly get in this game. Super powerful. Alright, we're going to turn in 2 of the inventions in the bottom left boxes over here. Alright. Alright. Good thing we can skip all these cutscenes. It's actually quite long if you like let him, you know, talk it out and all that, so that's nice. If this was, say, a marathon, it would be a good time for reading donations or something. Alright, so one nice thing about doing this cutscene is it resets the encounters in this map, so I can run the maximum steps again before I get the encounter. So that's quite nice. And also, on water, the encounters increment slower. So that's these. Alright, let's see. You can get more steps in water, that is, so. Alright, this is a slightly higher level area, so I'm gonna walk it slowly in order to get this chest and not get the battle, hopefully. It's not the end of the world if I do get the battle, but it's a little annoying, so we'll see. Okay, nice. Alright, this is a quest NPC we want to allure. Great. Let's see. And he's looking for Catherine, his beloved, and it's his cat. So that's cute. And we'll complete it. Right. Now we go to nighttime for this. Alright. So, we completed the cat quest, and that gives us an item that increases the chance of rare cat encounters, like the one I defeated early on. Increases by 1%, which is, I mean, is better than nothing, at least. And then, we also entreated some gold items to sell for money for later. I believe this is... yeah. I'm like a lot higher level, so I could just run, but no. Just in case. Alright, usually I can throw the large to save the thing. I'm trying to think. I don't have a soul stone for that, so yeah, okay. I think I just toss the... Alright, I should be out of light soul stones, I think, so next time I will throw the ice L. Alright, down here is a money chest. So these enemies are a little stronger, so that's why I have to toss 2 soul stones to defeat them. Oh, whoops, I'm supposed to run on that. The step counter doesn't increment on ladders, but you do want to walk part of this map because you don't want a second counter. Alright, and same for this map, I walk part of it because I don't want the second encounter. Alright. Let's see. Yep, nice. And I preserved the fire, so I can skip the fire soul stone later, so that's nice. Alright, so big money chest. That's quite nice. Let's see. A little short, that's unfortunate. Alright, hopefully no encounter. Alright, good. Alright, little dangerous of a map, level 45, but we just got the merchant subjob, which has the skill hired help, and that pays money to summon people to fight for you. Very powerful skill. No, that's really bad. Well, I got caught by surprise, so it's whatever. That was a little bit early, because I was walking part of it, but oh well, it's fine. So we have to go a long distance in this map. I think for safety, I'm just gonna walk almost all of it. Maybe run at least a little bit at the beginning, but... Alright. So hired help will pay money to... Alright. We'll pay money to summon people to fight for us. Alright, that's a little unfortunate. It is a level 45 area, so you are likely to get caught by surprise. Do I safety save? No, I don't think I safety save. Because the issue with safety saving is that actually you lose a couple steps going to the save point. And it's already really tight as it is, so... very frustrating, but we will get through this. A lot of runs do this. Alright, hopefully not this time. Alright, good. Alright, this is hired help beastlings. It's guaranteed to break with every single attack. And does AoE damage and does a lot of damage. So, it's just really expensive. It's 15,000 per usage, so. Alright, we're gonna walk basically the remainder of this map for safety. Because we want to pick up a sword here. And it's a very powerful sword, but because of that, we're like... Yeah, I had a lot of steps to try to get to the town. Very far away. And I just want to be safe. Let's see. I can. Alright. So I just learned another merchant skill and got boost start, which lets me start with an extra BP at the start of every turn. That's quite nice. Alright, over here there is an armor piece we want to get, and we might as well defeat the encounter for some levels and jaw points and stuff. Oh, got caught by surprise. It's too bad. Okay. A little frustrating, but we'll get through it. Oh, and I'm going to night, by the way, because the nighttime battle is fixed. It's always these three. Unfortunate. Yeah, so we're like level 17 and the area is like recommended level 45, so it's a higher chance of getting caught by surprise, but it's not guaranteed, so. Alright, Hired Help Guards does damage but pushes them back in turn order, and we could toss a large soul stone that I just picked up to defeat him, so that's quite nice. Oh wow, I didn't even level up. Usually I level up from that, but I think it's because of the rare encounter I got extra, so it's fine though. Let's see here. Alright, we continue her chapter 2 now that we're high level. And then we will do more. In a bit. Alright. She wants to go to this theater. We got the ticket earlier. We warp back. And we will continue with the story. The reason why we didn't do this earlier, by the way, is because it's faster to warp in and out sometimes to do parts of a story in pieces, so that's why. Let's see. Oops. Alright. Oh, it's 100%. So I think I'm slightly higher level or something. Or maybe it is, no, I think it's always 100%, never mind. Oops. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now we do a little bit of exploration, tagging some towns and stuff, because Agnea has a chapter later that she has to get to, and if she has to get to that town later, we might as well do it now for some of the battles and such. In this next map, there is a fire medium soulstone, and I usually pick that up, but I actually saved mine from earlier because I am higher level, so I didn't need to use one, so I already have one. I'm gonna skip it. That's some time save. That's nice. Alright, I just have to. Okay. Well, let's. I should be okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Alright, nice. Hopefully I level up. I did not level up. For safety, I think I will just heal. Ideally, you're not caught by surprise too many times, but it could happen, so. Also, I go to nighttime for these battles because the nighttime one gives more like job points and experience and all that, so it's better. Alright, didn't get caught by surprise. And this is Inventor, and Catapult does a lot of AoE damage, which is nice. So. Alright, this is her chapter 3 town. We'll come back later, but in the meantime we will buy a hat here for some extra HP. And warp back to our initial town. Oh wait. Alright, and then I'm gonna move down a lot, because if you get that cutscene, if you move up, you enter a cutscene, and it's really slow, so. I probably moved down a little bit more than I needed, but it's fine. And for her storyline, she's basically just recruiting people as needed for the tavern to get customers, kind of. Alright. We go to the cutscene, to the last cutscene here. And we're gonna warp out again. Because I believe it's faster to warp back in and then go to the place, so. Alright, we were at this town earlier. There's a money chest outside. We're gonna come out and grab it. There's like an extremely low chance of an encounter going to this chest, but I've never gotten it. Right. And now we can go and finally enter her dungeon. Alright. It's level 14, so it's not that like strong or tough or anything. And we should be fine in this place. We also have better gear and stuff too that we've picked up, like around that dusty area, desert town. There was a couple of gear pieces that we put on earlier, so. So yeah, the boss of this area was being kind of a meanie to the people around, so we're gonna go teach him a lesson. Alright, I'm gonna walk a chunk of this map to try to skip the encounter. Alright, pretty simple boss. You saw that beastling skill I used earlier? We're gonna chip him once to so he can be broken, and then hired help. Beastlings will defeat him. And also breaks, which is nice. Something else that's nice about this chapter is it actually spawns us outside of the town. So because it spawns us outside, we have to pick some stuff for her story. She's kind of like writing a song. So at the end of each of her chapters, she like picks song lyrics, kind of. For the speedrun, it doesn't actually make a difference. So I heard somewhere in passing that like in development they intended to like, hold on. Alright, put on the adventure skill again. I heard that in development or something, it was originally intended that each, like, she would have different song effects and stuff. And then it gets unlocked in her final chapter, but ended up just being the same thing. So it doesn't matter what lyrics you pick. I forget where I read that from, but some fan posted about it or something. Anyways, we're doing more exploration now. We're gonna go to this town called sure, why not? That's that rare encounter again. Gives a little bit of money, not like a ton, but with this I can like probably skip 1 or 2 small items or something, and then it just gives, you know, some experience and job points and all that, which is appreciated. Alright, we're gonna tag this town over here. Not part of her storyline, and there's another character in the town. We're not gonna take him, but we want an NPC here. We're gonna allure him later to battle for us for the final bosses of the game. So I haven't really talked about the other travelers because this is a solo speedrun. But basically, there's like 8 characters who correspond to 8 classes, and then 4 special job classes as well. So hopefully I don't get the encounter. I did run a little bit of it, but hopefully not punished. Okay, good. It's not that big a deal if we get that battle, but like obviously you want to avoid it if you can. So, alright, I'm out of soul stones because I just used one. I'm gonna pick up replacement right here. Alright, you do have to defend for this one because it's a little bit bulkier. So there we go for the catapult attack. Alright. Moving along. Alright, there's gonna be another battle here, and same thing as before, we're gonna use the catapult attack that we've been using. This is mainly so that we can save like money or soul stones, and it does good damage, so. Alright. This high level, this is on the path to her final chapter town, and it's a little bit dangerous, the level 45 area, so we're gonna go to Merchant to defeat the encounter. Otherwise, it'd be really hard to get to the town, and really annoying. Okay, let's see. Alright. So these guys are really strong. We're gonna summon the beastlings to do our dirty work. So. Alright, hopefully no encounter going to the town. Alright, nice. That thing I picked up was just to sell for money, is all. Alright, that guy, oh wait, I gotta, oh wait, oh wait, should probably, sometimes you want to toggle day and night because it despawns NPCs and then you could run through an area. So okay, let's see. Oh wait, I got it. Alright. No. Forgot this. Alright. So what I just did there was I put on a support skill for extra HP and a necklace that also gave extra HP. And that's because we're going to be fighting a really powerful boss soon, and we really want as much HP as possible. That's also why I bought the headband earlier too. So. And then we warp to this because that's her chapter 2 location. You'll notice that I actually didn't heal after putting on the HP gear, so I'm not at maximum HP yet. This chapter actually heals Agnea, our character, so that's quite nice. And that's why when I routed this for this specific point. So it helps with saving healing items. If you notice, I haven't been using that many, and I never bought any either. So. Although I did get a backup one for a marathon, but not mandatory. Also, the second boss we fought actually gave us a strong restorative called a jam. It'll full heal our HP, and we can use that later. Oops. Alright, so there is a powerful NPC we have to obtain soon. It's called the Young Man, and he has a 20% rate, so we will do a safety save in case we fail. If you fail, then you have to restore reputation, like what I did in that Kane O'Brien city. So that's a little annoying. Again, we're picking song lyrics, doesn't matter for us, so. Alright, this guy up here is 20%, hopefully we get it. Alright. Wait. Okay, so. Young Man, that's the name of the guy we're bringing with us right now. Super original name. Anyways, he has 3 attacks. One of them is called Merciless Blade, and it does cap damage of 9999. And that's what we need for this battle. It's a super strong opponent. So, we'll summon. Oh, I probably just... Actually, this is no good. Going last, I probably just lose. Okay, that's... yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you generally want to outspeed these guys, but it's not guaranteed. I don't remember if I ever used my nut. Yeah, I didn't. I was supposed to use that during when I got it in the chapter 2, but I forgot. And not likely to help a lot, but minor chance of going sooner in turn order. So, okay. Well, Maybe that's the nut. It was a speed increasing item I used, so. Okay, so Beastlings will break them all, and the young man just did cap damage. We need him to do that thing again, but it's a 1 in 3 chance. Unlucky. I probably just lose. I don't know if I can actually defeat these guys. Okay. Okay. I can't afford. Nope. Okay. That's unlucky. Yeah, it's a 1 in 3 to do it. And I could have used some money to defeat these guys, but I can't actually afford it in the speedrun route, so maybe I should have, but hopefully, ideally you just get it within a few tries. Alright, try again. Alright, that's pretty bad turn order. That 3 attacks happen. Okay, that's good. Now let's see. You don't want to see speed enhancement either. Okay. Oh, okay. Hopefully, please just do the thing. Nope. Okay. Unlucky. Because it's a 1 in 3 chance to use the skill, I would say it's maybe I mean, it's actually better than 1 in 9 because he has to use it twice, but he can have more than one chance to use it. So I estimate like it's around a 1 in 6 or something win rate. Okay. Hopefully soon. But yeah, you can see this skill in action. You just her talent in action, which is which is to summon NPCs to fight for you. So, all right, this is what, the 4th try, I think. I would say I'm a little bit unlucky. Alright. Turn order is good at least. You're not guaranteed to survive if you go too late in turn order. Alright, that's a little bad, but I can deal with it. Let's see. Okay, I will need a soul stone. Alright, that's bad. Very bad. Okay. So unfortunate. But yeah, worst case, it's like a 1 in 9 to win this battle, so you get it eventually. Oh, and I also walked the end of the steps going to these guys, so let's see. In order to avoid the encounter, because there's an encounter chance. Okay. Nice, okay. Now just one more time, please. Nope. Unlucky. So you might wonder who are these guys that we're fighting and why we're fighting them. These are the assassins, and they unlock a skill in the hired help attack that we use. So we'll use that later in the run. But in addition to that, they give the one of the highest experience yields in the entire game. So we use that to level up because her chapter actually has a hard requirement. We have to reach level 25, and if you wanted to grind to level 25, it's possible, but it's unreliable. So, well, it's a little slow. It's all because you'd have to take a lot of battles to reach level 25. These guys will bring us there basically instantly. So. Alright. Hopefully soon. In my practices, I actually get this a lot sooner, unfortunately, but speed is a little bit unfortunate because it reduces the chance of us critting them with our attacks. Nope. Alright, well that was a loss anyway, so it's fine. Alright. So we don't want to see speed because we do less damage since we won't crit as much. Alright. Let's see. That's good. Alright, we need one more, buddy. There we go. Alright, we're done. And level 26, which I don't usually get, but it's because of those 2 rare encounters. Alright, great. Not great, but we take it. There's this trigger for the other character. This is a solo run, so we will not be getting him. %23 to get this guy. Alright. Alright, let's see. I'm up on a little bit of money, so I can skip entreating the augmenter. And the guy we just allured, he's a different kind of strong than the last guy we have. Last guy hit really hard once. This guy hits multiple times decently hard, so he's better for our final boss and for like the next 3 bosses that we have to defeat. So, alright, so these cute shoes that we have to get for the storyline, like this little girl needs it, has a hard level 25 requirement. So you can see why alright, I'm gonna get this for her. That's just the sell. I might not need it because I do have extra money, but just in case. Should be about average. Oh wait, what am I doing? Sorry about that. I have to go here to give back the shoes before I go down there. Yeah. Alright. There's another thing I want to entreat for a little bit of money too. It's a lot of these like small money things, so. This is just to get some money for the final boss. Over here is a dagger that sells for a decent chunk. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think so. Alright, hired up guards again. Very strong attack. And we'll defeat them. I don't think I will save for this boss. I shouldn't need to, and I'm at max HP, I believe, so it should be fine. Alright, so the first like major boss we truly have to fight is here. Her name's Veronica, and it's pretty scripted. She's weak to dagger. The guy we summon, the guy we have following us, uses a lot of daggers, so very useful. We'll chip her once before we summon him, though. Alright, let's see what he does. Alright, that's optimal. Alright, hopefully I get the fast fight. If he does attacks, this should be the fast fight, I think. Yeah. Alright. We did ruffians for defense down, and hopefully he just finishes her. Okay. It's okay. This is not terrible because I will be able to get money off of her. Alright, he should finish with a single attack. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see. I got that. I don't need money, so I think I just, let's see. Let me double check my HP, and if necessary, I'll heal. If not, then I will not heal. Alright. Nope. Alright. Let's see, I managed to get the collect off, so... Alright, these guys here, we just summoned, and basically someone hired them to try and do damage to take us out, but we're gonna collect some money from them. Alright, nice. And he should finish. Alright, great. Alright, I'm up on actually a lot of money because I don't usually get both that ladies collect and these guys collect, and I also have 2 rare encounters. So I should be super good on money, but we'll see. Probably didn't need to do that. Oh, no, not that. Wow. Oh wow, I have so much extra money actually. 150k. Can I afford assassins? I'm trying to think. Let's see. So for the final boss, we need 155k. I guess I'll just play it by ear, and when I reach the final boss, I'll see. I have like about 13,000 more than I usually do, which is not enough for assassins actually. Now that I think about it, so oh well. Alright, this is gonna be her final dungeon and final chapter and stuff. There's one more money chest over here that we're gonna grab. I almost don't actually need it, but I do want it, so. Oh my god. Alright, so this final boss is really annoying. She has an attack called Lullaby, and it's unblockable sleep, basically. Even if you, there are items that block sleep in this game, but even if you, you got one of those items, it doesn't affect it. For some reason, her attack is just coded differently. But it's a 2-phase, and it's the second phase that is worse, so. Alright, so the first phase, we just break, and we do, hired help, let's see. Alright, hired help veterans. Alright, that was good damage. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll do hired help beastlings to finish her off. Unfortunately, we didn't get the fast fight, but it's fine. Alright. Oops. So yeah, in this game, there's some two-phase fights, and this next one is the 2-phase one. And okay, so this depends on turn order. It's actually a tricky fight. Let me see. Okay, so here I'm gonna have to defend, and hopefully he doesn't do too many dagger attacks. Alright, that's actually good for me. Alright, she's gonna do Moonstep, which buffs her speed. I do not want her to take another turn. If she takes another turn, she's gonna put me to sleep, and I will probably lose. So, okay, I probably actually lose anyway, because he did that twice in a row. Alright, let's see. I need him to do 1,000 blades 4 times, but he probably misses. Oh my god, he actually hit. Oh my god, okay. Let's see. It's probably a win. Might be short a little damage though. I have to see about this. So I did enough damage to push her phase so she doesn't do her sleep attack. 30. I'm short 1,000. That is really unfortunate. Maybe I should have sold one more, but it's fine. Alright, he's gonna leave. Alright, let me see the turn order here. Please? Okay, that's good. She's gonna do her... Alright, this is good. Oh, wait, what? Did I not? Oh, I didn't do enough damage to her. Okay. That is really unfortunate, actually. Okay, so, basically, in order to push our phases, you have to do enough damage, and I think that I didn't do enough damage. Like, I was just short a little bit, which is really unfortunate. And then she did her sleep attack, and then I lost because of that, so... oh well, it's fine. That's, like, very common, so... Alright, we'll have to redo phase 1, but it's okay. Trying to think if I could have done anything differently. Because it would have been a roll anyway, so... Yeah. Oh well. We are favored to win that second phase fight, but yeah, that lullaby attack is really bad. So you want to do enough damage to push her to the next phase, but because he didn't do any dagger attacks early on, I couldn't get any off. I couldn't do enough damage. Okay, that's good-ish in a way. Alright, let me see. I have to defend here, and I hope he does not break. Alright, that's optimal. Alright, this should be a win though. Because now I'll do way more damage. So assassins, they full heal you and do daggers, so they're guaranteed to chip her shields. Alright. This time it should be a win. Alright. Now hired help veterans, it does random weapon types. Alright, that should have been enough for this. I probably don't need any more. I think, let me double check this actually. Actually, yeah. Alright, this, that's it. Wait, what? I should have defended then. Oh my god. I've never missed that at 88% collect. I should have just defended actually. Little unfortunate, but it happens. So hopefully this time around, I just played it badly. Oh well. Alright, so same as before, we summon and have him chip shields. He's guaranteed to break her on this turn, so that's nice. Alright. She'll summon. Alright. And this will finish. So yeah, it's just spamming lots of hired help in this game in order to do the damage that we need. Alright. So here, let's see. Depends what she does for her turn. Okay, that's bad. Alright, that's actually good for us, because we want an extra turn. Alright, that's also bad. Alright, we need him to do dagger attacks to break her, otherwise we lose. Alright, that's okay, but we are short damage, so... Alright, that helps a little bit, but he left really early, so it's not great. Okay, let's see. That's pretty bad. I have to just summon him again. I probably just lose actually. It's too bad. This is really unfortunate. Alright, hopefully next time. This fight is usually not this bad. I've never lost this many times in a row with this strategy. Oh well. I think that what I'll try this time is I'll try to... So this fight over here... Actually, I have to defend here. Alright. Oops. If she goes 4 times in a row, you can't let her do that, so you have to defend, which is why I defended there. Oh, I got the fast fight. And I saved a beastling, so I can use an extra assassins here, so that's good. Okay. So this should hopefully be a win because of that. As long as this guy cooperates. It's bad. I need him to do dagger here. Please not dark. Alright, that's good. Oh my god, I misclicked. Oh my god, that's really, really bad. Ugh. Wow. I hate misclicking there. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, I have extra money, so let's see what he does. Let's see. Alright. There we go, finally. That misclick was really bad, but fortunately I had enough money to back it up because in the first phase, the NPC did a good job, and I got through that. So, but that was really unfortunate. I've definitely had better fights with that final boss, but sometimes it could be a little trolly, and I did play a little badly. So, alright, but that was time, by the way, the first frame of the fin screen. I like to show my settings and such. But yeah, so it's a good game. If anyone here is watching and has not played it, highly recommend it. The solo challenges are pretty fun, playing through with a single character. You see some different strategies and stuff. Usually you get a party of 4, so that's enjoyable. And this speedrun that I routed was also fun. Not the best run overall because I took so many attempts at the assassins and the final boss, but still enjoyable, and I hope that the commentary was informative and fun to watch too. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.